Hi everyone and welcome. In the previous video we have covered that how to download and install openport.io in the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so this openport.io software is used to forward your local port to the public IP address and the port number. So if you have Mosquitto broker or any other broker running in your Raspberry Pi or Windows machine, and if you want to access it from anywhere in the world, then you can use this openport software. So in the previous video we have cover the download and installation part. Now in this video we will see how to set up your own public MQTT broker on the Raspberry Pi using NanoMQ MQTT broker and the openport.io. So in the previous video we have already covered the installation of the openport.io. So if I connect with my Raspberry Pi using SSH and if I type open port, then here you can see the arguments. Okay, so openport is already installed in my Raspberry Pi. Now my Raspberry Pi is already running the NanoMQ MQTT broker. So if I open the MQTT Explorer and if I type the IP address of my Raspberry Pi 192.168.1.10 and if I try to connect, then I am connected with the Raspberry Pi. Okay, and Raspberry Pi is running the NanoMQ MQTT broker. Now I want to use my Raspberry Pi as a cloud MQTT broker. Okay, so I will turn on my Raspberry Pi. I will run the NanoMQ MQTT broker in my Raspberry Pi, and then I want to use my Raspberry Pi as a cloud MQTT broker from anywhere in the world. Then I can use this openport software. Okay, so how to use it? So in the previous video we have already registered our Raspberry Pi in the openport website. Now we can create the session. Okay, so to create the session or to forward the local port of the Raspberry Pi, you can navigate to the Raspberry Pi. You can use open port, and then after whatever the local port you want to make public, you can type that port number. So I want to make my 1883 port as a public port. So I just type here and then I will hit enter. Okay, here you can see info, now forwarding remote port to localhost. So we can access our localhost 1883 using this IP address or host name and this port number. Okay, so if my Mosquitto broker or NanoMQ broker service is running on localhost colon 1883, okay, which was previously running and right now also it is running, I am able to access. But if I want to access it over the internet, then I can use this IP address or host name and this port number. Okay, so you can copy this. Okay, and here instead of your Raspberry Pi IP address, you can paste it here, and instead of port 1883, okay, you can copy this 13140 and you can paste it here. Okay, now once you provide the host name, okay, and port number, what you have to do is you have to navigate to the openport.io website and you have to refresh this page. And once you refresh this page, you will see in the session keys we are using is Raspberry Pi, which we have created in the previous video. And here you can see the session open since this time. The local port where the traffic is going to route is 1883 and the public IP address and port number is this one. Okay, and once you create this session in the Raspberry Pi, okay, once you see this message in the Raspberry Pi, what you have to do is you have to visit to this website and then you have to click on this link. Okay, once you click on this link, you will see one message that your port is now open. You can see port 13140 is now open to your IP, and here is the public IP address, or you can say host name. Okay, both are same. Either you can use this spr.openport.io or you can use this IP address. Both are fine. And we have already provided the host name and this port number 13140. Now you can press on connect and you will able to connect with that broker, okay, which is running inside my Raspberry Pi. So my Raspberry Pi is now publicly available MQTT broker. Okay, I can use my Arduino ESP32 to publish the data on this broker. Also, I can use any other device to subscribe to that thing. Okay, and I can create dashboard and I can do a lot of stuff. Okay, but this is just for the demonstration that how to use this openport.io website to create your own public MQTT broker in the Raspberry Pi. So I hope the process is clear. So what we have done is we have first download and install the openport.io in the Raspberry Pi, and I will update the link here so you can watch that video, that how you can download and install openport.io in Raspberry Pi. Once you install it, okay, you have to configure the key in your Raspberry Pi, and keys you will find here in the keys section of openport.io website. Once you configure the keys, you will see the keys here, that your Raspberry Pi is configured with the key. That thing also we have covered in the previous video, okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Once you configure the keys, then you are now successfully able to create your own MQTT public broker using Raspberry Pi. So you have to use this command, okay, openport space 1883 to forward your traffic to localhost 1883 port. Okay, so whatever traffic is available on this port and this IP address, that will be routed to this localhost IP address and the port number. So my local MQTT broker is now publicly available on this IP address and port number. Okay, so this is how you can use this OpenPort software to create your own MQTT broker using Raspberry Pi. Also, you can connect with this broker using another client as well. So if I open another MQTT Explorer client, okay, and if I open this two client parallelly, if I copy the IP address from here, or you can say the host name, I can copy this, I can provide it here, okay, and also I can copy the port number and I can provide it here, and then I can hit connect. Okay, we are connected. Now I can publish some test topic. Okay, so test and 555 publish. So that is available here. Also, I can modify the value of test topic from another client. So if I want to modify the value to 222, then I can hit publish from here, and that is available here. So you can connect multiple clients with it, okay, or you can say multiple devices with the broker, and you can exchange the data. And make sure you read this note, because you can see it will be expire after some time. Okay, so here you can read, you can stay connected until this time. After the time, the new port will be assigned. Now we are using the free services from the open port. That is why we have the case of this, okay, that port is going to expire after some time. If you are using their plans, okay, then it won't be expire for you. So this is just a demonstration purpose. That's why we have used the free services of openport.io. So I hope everything is clear, that how to create your own cloud public MQTT broker using OpenPort and the NanoMQ, or you can also use another MQTT broker. Any MQTT broker is fine. Just we are using the OpenPort software to just forward this local host and 1883 port to the public IP address, and that it is doing fine. So if you still have any questions or any doubt, then feel free to ask anywhere in the Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, comment, or email, also on LinkedIn. Okay, so let's meet in the future videos. And if you want to stop the services, then you can press Ctrl+C, and here you can see exit signal is received and the session is now closed. And if I navigate to the session again, then there is no session found. Okay, and we are now not able to connect with our broker. You can see disconnected from the server. So this is how you can use these services. Okay, so let's meet in the future videos, and in the future we are going to do the same but in the Windows machine. Okay, so if you are using Windows, then how can you do that? So that thing we are going to cover in the future videos. We will also see that how to download, install the OpenPort IO in the Windows machine, and then how you can forward your Mosquitto broker services to public IP address and the port number. So stay tuned for the future videos. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.